What is going on, crypto family? So again, Robert Beatles, also known as Crypto Beatles on TV, YouTube, co-founder and builder of the Monarch Wallet. Today, here on CoinDesk Live, we're with Scott, man. So Scott, pleasure to meet you.
Likewise. Thanks
Awesome,
for having
man.
me.
Thank you. So, who are you, man? What do you do?
Okay. Well, as you said, my name's Scott Moffat. I work for a company called LMAX Exchange Group. Our background is the institutional FX space. We've built 5 exchanges globally. We've got exchanges in London, New York, and Tokyo. And we have recently, well, last year, about 18 months ago, we launched a digital exchange called LMAX Digital. And that's why I'm sitting here today, and that's why we're at the conference.
Gotcha. So, you come from the Forex world, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And so there's a lot of freaking money there. People don't realize how big that is, right? You know the numbers off the top of your head, how big that actual market is?
5 trillion a day.
That's a lot, right?
Yeah.
So
That's
why come into crypto then?
Well, it's an excellent question.
We were market cap's like, you know, 100 billion.
No, it's a very good question.
Yeah.
We were actually asked to come into crypto. We stayed away from it, but connected to our exchanges globally are some of the biggest banks in the world, some of the biggest high-frequency non-banks, some of the big prop trading houses. And a lot of those guys, less so the bank side, but a lot of the other guys, obviously very interested in the crypto space. And approached us and said, the one thing we're missing is something like your technology in the digital space. Can you have a look at it? So we were like, oh, yeah, okay, we'll have a look at it. One thing led to another. We had a look at it, and we launched LMAX Digital May 2018.
Wow.
So purely, we were actually asked to do it. And it's been greatly successful so far, so yeah.
How big of a transition is it from just traditional to digital? I mean, I understand, it's a totally different industry of sorts, but it's kind of not. I mean, if you have an exchange built, you just kind of plug new assets into it. Was it like that?
Absolutely. I mean, I suppose, as an exchange, we just match buyers and sellers.
Sure.
And what works best on exchange are vanilla liquid products. So we list the top 5 crypto. Yeah. So they're the most liquid, and you list a euro dollar, you can list a dollar Bitcoin. So we listed them, we had enough market makers interested in it, they can price it, and then we just match the buyers and the sellers, and away we go. So we could list a product tomorrow, half an hour would probably take us to list a product, but if there's no liquidity in the product, there's pointless listing it. So the transition for us, the biggest leap for us as a business was the custody side. So we're in the position where in the fiat world, a lot of customers send us their money, it's stored in a bank, and it's safe in a bank. Suddenly in the crypto space, we're receiving client money, and we need to keep their money safe. So we went out and we built our own custody solution alongside the exchange. So that was the biggest transition for us in terms of the business. But listing an asset, whether it's a digital asset or a fiat cross, same technology, same GUI pretty much.
Yeah.
So that transition wasn't enormous.
Yeah, and having all this experience in the traditional world definitely is going to help you out in the digital world, right? So, for people that aren't really familiar with this side of things, why would somebody, maybe use your services over like a Kraken or a Coinbase or eToro or something like that?
Sure. I mean, I don't particularly want to get too much into competitors, but I mean, what differentiates us is we have institutional grade technology. So it's in a data center. You cross-connect to us, you can cancel and replace in 18 microseconds, touch wood, it's very stable, it's very secure, and we've now got regulation as well out of Gibraltar. So we believe we're the first institutional grade regulated crypto exchange.
What do you think about all the crypto regulation going on right now? It's, a lot of people are, watching Facebook or Libra, Calibra, all that, seeing what happens there. A lot of people are moving to other islands thinking they're, safe from the U.S., but then the U.S. reaches out and grabs people in Russia and all over the place. What's kind of your thoughts on this regulation in general?
Well, our thoughts on regulating in general, we welcome it. Again, from the fiat world, we've got regulation. We're regulated as an MTF. We're regulated as a broker. We're regulated in Hong Kong. So we welcome regulation, and we think it'll be, if it's done correctly, it'll be a good thing. Because I think for us, the next big stage for us is the true real money buy-side asset manager coming into the space. And I don't think they'll enter the space unless there's some more market structure or better market structure around the kind of safety of funds, around some form of regulation or a code of some sort. So there's some rules around how things happen, because otherwise it's a little bit too scary for them. So we welcome it. We went and got regulation in Gibraltar, and we see it as a badge.
Awesome, man. So where do people go to find out more and start signing up for you?
Well, you type in LMAX Digital into Google. We'll absolutely be the top of the ranking. Have a click. We've got a website there. You can have a look at it. We're doing significant volumes in this space. July and August, we cleared more than 8 billion in both those months. So we're here to stay, and we think it's a fantastically exciting space for us.
It's awesome, man. Last question for you. All right, so you're a success in life. You've got $100 billion in your bank account. What do you do now?
What do I do with $100 billion?
What do you do now? All right, so you
I'd
basically
have a bit of it in crypto.
A little bit in crypto.
I'd be exposed in crypto. I mean, I think, this people need to realize from the other side of the fence, it's not going away.
Sure.
I mean, I think I heard this, the quickest way to get a pound to Australia, sterling, let's say, or a dollar to Australia, is to fly there. And it's 2019. So, the whole transfer of money, transfer of wealth instantaneously, the whole blockchain technology, what it can bring to the space, it's not going away, and I think people need to get on board.
Awesome, man. So with the $100 billion, you put a little bit in crypto and the rest you leave in the bank account? I was waiting for you to say, I'm going to buy a jet, I'm going to buy a yacht, I'm going to live like a rapper.
Maybe a jet and a few cigars.
Couple cigars. Awesome. Well, it was great chatting with you again.
Likewise.
Robert Beatles, Crypto Beatles on YouTube, TV, co-founder of Monarch Wallet. God bless you. Catch you on the next one.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Cheers.